Hey guys, Playtendo Guy here, and today I'm bringing you something different. It's a mini review preview of sorts of the Steep beta, and my thoughts of the game and whether I think it's worth your time or not. So without further ado, let's begin. One game that piqued my interest at E3 was Steep, a snow sports game from Ubisoft. The reason why it interests me was because it's been 3 years into this current gen of consoles and not one snow sports game has been released yet, until now. Steep is, well, better take a deep breath. It's an open world snow sports game with MMO elements. A bit of a strange pitch indeed, but if you think of the crew and swap out car racing for snow sports, you've got a good idea what the game is like. The open world in this game is absolutely massive. It basically takes several famous snow mountains and join them together to make one big world. The big game is full of snow as you pretty much expect, though there is some forestry parts to the world and some small villages that do add a bit of visual difference to the whole thing. Now let's talk about the sports on offer. There are 4 different sports. You've got skiing, wingsuit flying, snowboarding and paragliding. My favourite sports out of all the 4 that are on offer has to be snowboarding, as it's just so much fun. Blistering down mountains at such a pace, pulling off tricks as well, is just so phenomenally satisfying. Skiing is also very similar to snowboarding, if a little bit harder to control and pull off tricks, but still very fun all the same. Then you have your wingsuit flying, which is basically your guy in a squirrel suit, and you throw yourself off a giant high platform and try to descend without hitting anything while keeping enough air and speed is just a real joy and really quite easy to control. Next up, it's the paragliding, and in my opinion, the weakest of all 4 sports on offer. The glider just feels really slow, with rather iffy controls, and in all honesty, it just feels really boring compared to the rush of fun you get with the other sports. It's also worth noting you can explore the entirety of the game map on foot if you wish, but be warned that travelling by foot is so darn slow, it will probably take you ages to get to where you want to go. My idea is just to fast travel, as it's easier and it saves so much messing about. As you go through the world, you'll see other players roaming the game, enjoying themselves, having a go at all the different sports on offer, and you can actually ask them to join your party if you like, or you can join their party and you can do various events together. And while it's fun, in all honesty, I didn't see many people playing in my game. I don't know whether it's because whether the servers were down for many, or just not many people liked it. It'll probably improve at launch, but a low player count is something to worry about if the game doesn't sell very well. As for missions to do in the game, you have your normal standard races, your score attack races, and time trials for all 4 sports. While these races are certainly serviceable, hopefully there'll be a little bit more variety in the main game. As it's a Ubisoft game, it's highly likely that there'll be hordes of useless tats spread around the whole map for you to collect. While I didn't see anything of the sort in my time with the game, it may change when the full game is released. What I did see, however, were these side missions called Mountain Stories. I literally just spawned where the mountain story began, and there was this voice appeared out of nowhere, and this shadowy skier appeared, and it wanted me to follow it. So I followed it. There was some babble going on, some words. So I followed it. There's some story going on. I didn't pay no attention. Followed the line. Boom, you finished, that's your mountain story. It was weird, it didn't really make much sense. I honestly don't know why it's included. It's just cookie clutter, but hey, it may change in the final game. Now time to round things up. Overall, I really did enjoy my time with Steep. I liked the majority of the 4 sports on offer and the massive world to explore. But there's still a few little niggles here and there, and hopefully they'll be fixed by the time the game comes out. And hopefully there'll be a little bit more variety in the missions. If they fix that, then Steep could be a very good game indeed. But in all honesty, I would just wait for a sale, as I just can't see the game selling very well when it comes out. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching my review. Like, rate and subscribe, and until next time, bye.